Tune in. The Black Care Party presents the Real Talk Show, where we talk about friendship, love, and purpose. I am JRX36, and this is an All Ages Alliance production. We about to go straight to it. Hop in the box. You already know. Hop in this time machine. Now look at this baby. We about to take this baby back in time. IUV, are you ready? Are you ready? IUV is ready. So let's go ahead and hop in the box. As easy as 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. Bang. Tune in. The Black Care Party presents the Real Talk Show, where we talk about friendship, love, and purpose. Friendship has everything to do with aura, love is more, and purpose is about saving time. I am JRX36, and this is an All Ages Alliance production. Yeah. Welcome. We here right now. We about to hop in this box and travel through time. Let's go. I'm gonna share my screen and it'll take you straight back to where we was last at, because that's how we do in this time machine. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my future self. Welcome to myself, my past self, all selves. Welcome. Descendants of mine and friends and family. Hello. Dije, y aquí voy. Yoo-hoo. Temperance. Hello. It looks like in the last episode, JRX36 with the beautiful blue, cyan blue, long sleeves. That's right. Get in here, man. Come on. There he is, 37 himself.
38.
39. Dun. Shades from. Whoa, are you okay, buddy? Rage or craving by practicing Rex 36 with the beautiful blue, cyan blue, long sleeves.
37.
That's right, get in here, man. Come on.
37.
There he is, 37 himself.
38.
39. Dun. Shades from. Whoa, are you okay, buddy? Rage or craving by practicing calmness and self-control. So that's it. That's what I have imagined temperance to mean for me, and it's a practice because it's a desire to want to be temperate. There is this belief in and there's this belief that is created by all these thoughts I've had about what are the consequences of being temperate. The consequences of being temperate is ease. Physical and mental, emotional ease. Ease, but it's not easy to practice. It's easy once it's mastered, because during the practice it could be difficult, especially if you're being hard on yourself, especially if you're being strict on yourself, especially if you're being super disciplined, especially if you're just practicing every day, regardless of your emotions, because that seems to be the obstacle. The problem is people have these emotions that takes their attention away from what they should be doing. And what you should be doing is what brings you closer to your dream space. If you hear me. It's not easy to practice. Let's keep reading. Temperance has been described as a virtue by religious thinker, philosophers, and more recently psychologists. Now let's be clear. What puts you in your dream space? What is it that you desire? There's something deep within the soul of a person that calls out to them. Now, to the degree that you can hear that call and move towards the source of that call, to that degree, you'll be in alignment and you'll be at ease and you'll accomplish that which you are seeking to accomplish. That desire, you will be moved, you will be positioned to experience that. Particularly in the positive psychology movement. Okay, so we'll leave that there. But positive psychology, positivity is great. Negativity is also great too. I just don't care for it, but I'm more than willing to go through it if it brings me closer to my dream space, and I believe it does. Also, it makes you stronger. I like the idea that I feel confident that I can get through anything. No matter how difficult I can get through. In fact, I almost prefer a difficult situation if it's honest versus a dishonest situation that may appear to be easy, but it's nothing but deception. And that's two perspectives. Where do you lie within those two perspectives? Would you be, is ignorance bliss to you? would you be content with living in a false world that feels real to you? I mean, that's kind of ultimately what it comes down to. To finish up with temperance. Temperance is what has allowed practicing temperance has caused me to light higher lights can go lower, but lower lights can't go higher. Restrained from arrogance by practicing humility and modesty. Restrained desire to practice temperance. Do you see a connection with being temperate and Janine XI, justice and transcendence? Certainly psychologists, particularly has to go towards restoring health, but when forgiveness. Restrained from arrogance by practicing humility and modesty. Restrained from excess, such as extravagant luxury or splurging. Restraints from rage or craving by practicing calmness and self-control. So that's it. That's what I have imagined temperance to mean for me, and it's a practice because it's a desire to want to be temperate. There is this belief and there's this belief that is created by all these thoughts I've had about what are the consequences of being temperate. The consequences of being temperate is ease. Physical and mental, emotional ease. It's ease, but it's not ease, and that becomes social ease, and social ease creates the ability to be in flow, to get in the zone, to be able to vibe so high that you could achieve that which you believe you can. So how big can you dream becomes the question. Need to practice. It's not easy to practice. Let's keep reading. Temperance has been described as a virtue by religious thinker, philosophers, and more recently psychologists, particularly in the positive psychology movement. Okay, so we'll leave that there. But to finish up with temperance is what has allowed practicing temperance has caused me to experience gratitude in a way that I don't ever remember feeling. Temperance is one of the 6 virtues in positive psychology classification, included with wisdom, courage, humanity, justice, and transcendence. It is generally categorized as control over excess and expressed through characteristics such as chastity, modesty, humility, self-regulation, hospitality, decorum, abstinence, and forgiveness. Each of these involves restraining an excess of some impulse, such as sexual desire, vanity, or anger. Holla if you hear me. Cheers to that. Now, if in your attempt to accomplish that, you are causing damage to others, then that's not in alignment with that does not justify the ends or your end goal. It's like to be virtuous at the expense of others, it's not virtuous. Shout out, we here and there and here at once. Future self, you doing your thing. I'm gonna pause so you could check in. Well, so doing things at the expense of others. Now, what does that mean? So doing things that cause damage to other people in your pursuit of your dreams, in your pursuit of your goals, in your pursuit of your vision, it's not cool, it's not appropriate, it's not the best strategy. The best strategy is to build your way up to the top. What does that build your way up to the top? It means to contribute, to share value, to become so valuable that all those around you are able to accept the currency that you are sharing, and with that currency they're able to discover and not discover, but go beyond their potential. They may be inspired, they may be motivated to accomplish more, to become achievers when maybe they were just interested in being socializers. Not that one is better than the other, but someone got to achieve, someone got to socialize, someone got to vibe, somebody got to explore. But let's give props to these achievers because these achievers are going day in, day out. Now, I hope they enjoy it, and like I said, not at the expense of others. Otherwise, what is it worth? Right? So, we're getting there. Are you? That was. You be pausing so quick. Like, at least say pause and then give me a chance to get in. Like, you got to get faster, homies. Cause look, I got in. You didn't get in. You know what I mean? You ain't quick as me. Maybe when you become the future me, then maybe we can talk about it. But right now, you's just a slower version of me. Cause I'm too fast. Call me Echo. But luckily, I have nothing to say. We just chilling. We vibing. Me and Juju here. Juju eating on some cantaloupe. We vibing. So not much to say. It's self-explanatory. You know what I mean? It's self-explanatory. Do you desire to practice temperance? Do you see a connection with being temperate and having success? I think the success and temperance, in my opinion, go hand in hand, are together, are one, and are correlated or connected, are connected. One connected. Success not being defined by wealth, not being defined by love alone, by being defined by a state, a physical and mental state. A state that could be achieved by a specific set of actions and or habits of your daily routine. So these habits can become reality, will manifest into a pattern of success. So the connection is this pattern. Can you repeat the pattern? Or maybe not even repeat the pattern. Can you stay in flow with the direction in which the pattern is sending you? And then my future self handle that. Did you grasp? Rewind it if you need to. Each person will describe what that looks like in their own words and experience. A cross point between the physical and the mental and the emotional. Like there's this X marks the spot, that central point, that central focus, where it's neither here nor there. That's the spot. Yet the feeling remains the same. That is what we have in common, is that state. So that state, that is a sweet spot. That state is such a sweet spot. What does it mean for it to be a sweet spot? Is that when you're in your sweet spot, you at ease. And success is ease. Success is flow. Success is being in the zone. Oh yes, that's success. Success is feeling blessed. Success is gratitude. Success is the temperance. That's just what it is. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. Humility and temperance and courage. Like, so now that we have this self-restraint, within that self-restraint is where is it here? Practicing humility and modesty, which is that second part of the wish. And the wish is what you call an affirmation, where you wish to affirm so that it manifests. So it's like restraint from revenge by practicing nonviolence and forgiveness. I'm with that. Yo, nonviolence, forgiveness, the non-aggression principle. Like, do not do unto others that which you would not want done unto yourself. If you want to talk to a person, you better get their permission. Don't just start. Don't feel like anybody owes you nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. If you come at me, best be sincere. Otherwise, what is your word worth? And if your word is not worth much, then what is your world worth? And if your world isn't worth much, what are you willing to do for your dreams, your decadent dream? Why did I say decadent? Well, if you are under some sort of illusion, some sort of imbalance that is causing you to be anti-self. If you are in war with yourself, if you are in a pattern of living that results in damage to self and others, if you are in that perpetual state of failure, and failure in the form of self-humiliation or even social humiliation, and with some conscious ill intent. No, now if you can give from that spot, power to you. Restraint from arrogance. Arrogance by practicing humility and modesty. If you didn't get it, get it. Got it? Good. Restraint from excesses such as extravagant luxury or splurging. Restraint from rage and craving by practicing calmness and self-control. Who the calmest of them all? You the calmest of them all? I'm the calmest of them all. Your fruits will tell it. Go on, JRX. Courage. So courage is the ability to be this way, to be temperate, to be humble in the face of opposition, in the face of disruption. Can you be temperate? Can you be humble in the face of adversity? Will you be proactive or will you be reactive? Will you be active, proactive, or reactive? I wish for health, happiness, and access to all the best. Physical health. I wish for health, happiness, and access to all the best. I wish for compassion, health, and patience. First. Cruise way, 1 reset, 3 forms, 18 voids. In my pursuit of happiness, I found the fountain of youth. Experience the cruise wave. For health, happiness, and access to all the best. Health first. That removes physical off-easeness. To be physically off-ease is also known as diseased, but I think off-ease is a better way of framing it. Either you're off-ease or you're on-ease. Thank you for the clarification, sir. Is to not have full access to your... Sir, what's a sir? Sire. Mental capacity. Your potential is capped. Your abilities are capped. When it is contained within an unhealthy body, there's a ceiling where you can't get beyond that. There are energy restraints. Energy has to be properly used, and in a properly, more like efficiently, to the degree that it is efficiently used. That degree, you have more energy to contribute to that which you are giving your attention to. Part of that energy has to go towards restoring health. But when you have all kinds of stresses, then give attention to health. That energy must get divided between those stresses. And when there's not enough energy to solve all those stressors, then health suffers, happiness suffers, access suffers. So these two are connected. Health and happiness are connected. Joy is separated from you. To be happy is to experience ease of mind, which will contribute to ease in the body. And then now there's this wish for access. But matched with temperance, it's not vain. Access minus vanity is ease, is temperance. You can achieve that through temperance. And I'm not personally averse to luxury. I believe that. Shout out to the crypto scripts. That's luxury right there. That's value right there. You know what I mean? Like that's called pocket art, fine pocket art. What you got to say about that? That's called fine pocket art. You know what I mean? I want one, don't you? In fact, I want them so much I don't even want to get rid of them, so I'm hoarding them. Just the way people hoard gold. You know what I mean? But in due time, I'll share. Creations, products are pieces of art. So I can enjoy a piece of art that was made through hard work. Know what I mean? What kind of, like, in a hard work, like JRX, 1136, like how many milligrams you taking for that JRX? That's that crypto script, you know what I mean? What's the cure? Covoid 18? What's the curing? Oh, baby. Oh, Baba. Oh, okay. And dedication and desire to produce the best of whatever it is that you're working with or handling or you're consuming. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with enjoying the best of the best for the sake of the appreciation of the time that the artist, because sometimes it could be more than one artist, put into it. And I could value that. So I would like to have access to it. I don't need ownership. I'd like access. And that's what this conversation is about at this point, is about access. Are you happy with access? Some people are not, and I get it. I get it. Now, someone will always be an owner, and that owner chooses to whom he or she will transfer that ownership to, whether through trade or through gifting. But ownership is also important because ownership contributes to the value, to the restoration, and that desire for the value to increase. So it's a different mindset in the way that one cares for their stuff versus when they have access to stuff. And care matters. Care matters.
Care matters? What does it mean that care matters? Care then becomes the social contract that binds us to each other. And that's what is occurring. We all have our belief systems that inform our emotions, and our emotions interact with each other. And that's the social agreement. And we expect and anticipate reactions, and we have emotions based on those interactions.
Care matters. It's art. I wish for compassion. Hey,
to the degree that you can tell that story and express that in a way that people can resonate with, to that degree you are a great artist.
And patience. So hail, I'm thinking of breath. Hale, breath. And we can probably look it up online, and it'll probably have something. Let's see what it says. But seek to like describe the origins. Not me. That's not me. But let's see. Hail for breath, for patience. Now we could also use hail to draw in, but then the word forcibly. Maybe consciously, to draw in consciously. I wish for the ability to draw in consciously, to attract.
Yeah, trying to show up in my
through breath.
This.
And the word hail is used like in for patience. Now we could also use hail to draw in, but then the word forcibly. That maybe consciously, to draw in consciously. I wish for the ability to draw in consciously, to attract. Through breath. And the word hail is used like inhale, exhale, as it has a relationship to breath in that way. Now, the assumption is that it's to draw in forcibly and to let go forcibly, but do you really force your breath? It feels quite free. I wish for compassion. So before you move on, I don't know that I gave enough attention to the significance of your breath. Breath is everything. That is the spirit that was blown into us at birth. Breath is everything, and breath is life. So receive the breath of life. Bring ease to your body. Experience the cruise way. One reset, 3 forms, 18 voids. My pursuit of happiness, I found a fountain of youth. Passion, like without getting into it, it's just about me and you. My perception of you, and how will I treat you. And if I'm practicing temperance and humility, courage, I'm seeking to be healthy, happy, and have access, why wouldn't I be compassionate? And then I gotta be humble to the possibility that, you know what? I can gain something from you. Because if we're not humble, then we think we can't gain nothing from nobody. And to be in a position or in a state where you feel like you can't gain, then you can't grow. Because as you gain, you grow. Whatever it is you gain, and you gain money, you grow money. You gain knowledge, you grow knowledge. So what can you gain from another person? And not from a self-interested perspective, although it applies, but from an exchange perspective. What value can you contribute to another person so that they can come at you with some value of their own? Well, compassion should belong. It should be like a chain. It's the next link. Compassion, hail, and patience. And compassion and patience, imagine having those two at the same time. And let's call that time the moment. At the moment of the disruption, you practice compassion with a little bit of patience. A lot of patience. What's a moment? I wish for the revelation of Ionisha. Ionisha, reveal yourself. Ionisha, the nation of Eon, reveal yourself.
Here we
Yeah,
are.
what is Ionisha? The nation of eons. I wish for the unification of ones. Who are the ones? The ones are the citizens of Ionisha. So reveal yourself, citizens of Ionisha. Sovereign ones, independent ones, free ones, ancient ones, city men, sovereigns of Ionisha, sovereign ones of Ionisha. I wish for the nation of eons, eons and ones, one and the same, echoes and shadows, E's and I's. I wish to form the capstone. Let's reverse and pause. Future self. Let's talk about Ionisha for some. If I gotta say time, some moments. Okay.
Some energy in motion, mind mints. What's a moment? A motion of the mind. I said it before and I'm saying it again so you can record it into your brain. So Ionisha has to do with like this coming golden age where humanity will go through what I call the Ionesian Renaissance, and artists will emerge and usher in a new world, a new normal, a new now, and humanity will experience a new now. You know, tomorrow, today, the economic system based on credit is over, is done. Change has come. And that's what this is all about right now. Right now. It's about change. You know what I mean? Otherwise, why am I doing this? I'm just watching myself change, watching myself bloom. Like each additional video, each additional box in the box is a flower that blooms. If you hear me now, smell my scent through the screen. How can that be possible? But through my words, you can. Because I could paint a picture that you could see. And if you can vibe with what you see, if you could resonate with it, and man, you can put yourself in it, and then it can be. And if it be, then it becomes, and it manifests at once. Just like that, then it's just about watching the dominoes fall. No, not the dominoes, watching the chips where they fall. But don't just watch them fall, get a basket and catch them, so that you can use it to exchange it into the next best system. And then in return, you'll get something that you can use to trade so that you can get the tools that you need to best express yourself. Because other than that, what's the point of living, huh? What's your best expression? Capture that. And then we put it in a time capsule for the future you to reflect and give a little commentary in a box like this. Now there's a new form of credit, social credit. So what's your social score? That's the question. You know, what's your relationship score? That's the question. And what does that mean? That means that if we're moving away from a credit system that's based on debt to like banks and or social institutions, then how does our credit get produced? Like, how do you determine someone's credit? Well, what happens is that it's based on your interactions with the people within your sphere. So the people that are around you will rate you, and if you are sorry, then your score will reflect the sorrowfulness that you are expressing. And why am I saying it like that? Because it's okay to be sorry. You know, that's why you apologize. You know, and then after you apologize, you could then have an opportunity to make it right. You know, and then not just that, you can only make it right after you accept that what you did was wrong. Now, how can you accept that what you did was wrong? Well, it's to be humble enough to see that whatever it is that you express yourself caused damage to another. Now, you can't expect, or you shouldn't expect, to never cause damage to a person, because whenever you express yourself, you know, that vibration will reverberate across the cosmos, and it will hit on, and it will affect, and it will be absorbed by beings, by people, or by things that will not resonate with that which you expressed. All those words to say, what? It means like just do your best. But as you do your best, you get better. So you get so much better that one day you may even look perfect. So appreciate your failures. Appreciate that all those moments that you didn't quite achieve, you didn't quite accomplish, especially if you did your best. Now, if you didn't do your best, now you need to best correct that, because then that means you're leaving what they call money on the table. And if you leave money on the table, you lost. And then I don't really mean money. So that if you take it like that, then that's just our best way for you to get it. But don't leave money on the table. Don't leave opportunity on the table. Don't leave service on the table. See, I'm about leadership. So then it's about service. That's the currency. So serve. But also remember to serve yourself so that you can have enough to serve the next. And then that's when you got to practice temperance, humility, and courage. You got to seek out, you got to aim at health, at happiness, and that access. And in the process of getting there, you got to be compassionate. You got to be conscious of your breath and be patient. Don't get hot for no reason. What it mean to get hot? To raise your temperature, raise your blood pressure, make yourself angry. Why angry? That's the Ashimos. If you don't know Ashimos, so Ionisha, ask somebody, what's Ashimos? EIOS, what's Ashimo? The announcement of the coming of this new age, and it's here. New age, new era. Know what I mean? It's a new eon. Don't get it twisted. And this is Gen Zero that we are in right now. That means we just left Gen Z, Y, and X. JRX 36 is part of Gen Y. And that's why I'm here. I'm trying to tell you why I'm here. I'm here to help you save time. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Z, y'all can end it. But Gen O, Gen 1, Gen A, Gen O. You know what I mean? That's where it starts. It's just ones and O's. But what comes first? I say the O. How about you? Because out of the O comes the one. And that's the light that comes out of the darkness that's reflected on this black dot with this white backdrop.
It's the motion of minds. I wish to form the capstone. So caps are capped, so there's a reason for that. Let's see if I remember what the capstone is.
It's right there in your face, man. It's also known as the cornerstone. And why is the cornerstone so important? That's the dollar bill, yo. Dollar bill, yo. George Washington.
There's centralist after party.
I wish centralist after party. So that means you're not a leftist or a rightist, then you a centralist. Know what I mean? Central Knights, holla if you hear me. Black and gold, that's how I like it.
I formed the centralist after party.
That's one.
That's the capstone. And cap, I believe, also meant compassion, maybe, and patience.
Courage, access, and patience. Or just substitute whatever C word you want for courage and compassion, and you got it. You know what I mean? Because this is just about how could you remember the best story that's ever been told, and the best story ever been told is the one that you tell yourself about what's going on. And then all I'm saying, I'm trying to help you save time. So check out what I'm telling myself about what I think is going on. And if you like it, then guess what? Then you can be a part of it. You know what I mean? Because heaven is here right now. It's all around us. It's just how you look at it. And when more of us start looking at it in a particular way that serves us, then in that moment, it becomes manifest, heaven on earth. Holla if you hear me. It's about freedom. Let people do what they do.
Future self. Do you remember?
Boundaries will show themselves, and then be conscious that you will reap the consequences of your actions, and that's what keeps the world going round. Money and consequences of your actions.
Do you remember? Because see, we in a time machine, and we back in.
And money is just a current. It's just a tool to keep trade going on, to be able to keep humanity on some sort of public narrative.
August 2018, and we wishing for
Earn Day.
temperance, humility, courage, health, happiness, access, compassion.
We wish you a merry born day and a happy new year. We wish you a merry born day.
Breath, patience, the revelation of the Onisha, the unification of ones, the nation of eons.
Eons.
We wish to form the capstone, the cornerstone, the top stone, the highest stone.
Courage.
I wish to experience on play.
Patience.
Experience on play. I wish to form. Become manifest. Become manifest. May I wish reverberate for eons, eons, eons. Eons, eons, eons. Is there such a thing as eons, eons, eons? Is that thing eternity?
Is that what they call it?
Eternity, eternity, eternity.
Infinity, infinity, infinity.
So,
and now I call it eonic, 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 eonician, eonician, eonician. Those are those that can resonate with the longest measure of time. That's what eon is, the longest measure of time. So that's the closest to infinity that I could get. The longest measure of time, that's an eon. So I'm from the nation of eons. I got that timeless wisdom, meaning that eonician wisdom, that everlasting wisdom. What that means, knowledge of self and what's going on. So that we can navigate through this earth, through this plane with ease, flow through these waves that we cause as we engage in daily life.
pause.
What you call it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
You may.
Cheers to you. No more. No.
It may appear to be a bit awkward if you're watching this particular recording, because I speak to the future me that will do a commentary on this.
And you gotta explain that every single time, right? You just can't let it go.
But that future me is me, yet he is not me. So, and he'll be commenting from a different space. So I am practicing having a relationship with him. You know, he goes by Crown Jewels.
Don't wear it out. Know what I mean? Don't just be saying my name like that 3 more times. Like 1, 2, 3. I'm the third box. Crown Jewels. That's the month I was born. The month of the crown. Jules. That's just the nickname. Dropping gems, knowledge. It comes from Julius. Time.
He has wishes. He wishes to communicate about the Eonician Renaissance.
That's the message. That's the mission. Mission and message are like one and the same.
And then he tells me and I tell you.
Express. It is expressed onto me, and I just become a tool that reverberates the expression that comes through me.
And now, as I tell you, he'll correct me.
Perfect. Can you chill out and just stop
saying everything? Stop saying everything.
But that's how we learn, and that's why it happens, you know what I mean? And this is a mind at ease, no conflict, all ease. Now, the presentation of conflict is but an experience that is important for all of us to go through. So I must mirror that and give an example of that. So what that mean? That mean I must correct myself. You know what I mean? Why am I correcting myself? Because I want to be humble enough to accept that it's possible that I may be wrong. Because I don't live by right and wrong alone. You know, I live by ease and pain as well. Ease and suffering. And I want to experience ease. And ease is distance between me and pressure that I'm not able to handle. So what I do, I put as much pressure as I could to see if I can handle it. Then I press it over and over and over. And then presses make me stronger. It's like that. I mean, let's just vibe. You know what I mean? We ain't gotta be achievers right now. Leave the achievement to me. Leave the achievement to me. Come here, Papa. Come here. Like, come here, man. Come here, man. Leave the achievement to me. We could just socialize and vibe. Explore. Leave the achievement for another time. Just chill out, man. We chilling. We
correct me. But this particular moment wasn't the time. If you're watching this moment, you may not Make it make sense. Future self, make it make sense. Future self, let's leave it at that. Future self, make it make sense.
No sense at
Because
all.
we up in this box, and now we about to leave the box.
It makes no sense, bro. Broski. Makes no sense, Broski. Nope.
Top just in another box.
El Capo, nah, I mean civilian asset protection officer up in here. Salutes. No, I mean if you don't know, you best ask somebody. Somebody, can you hear me? Ask IU. Ask IUV. Right now, right now.
We'll watch a little video. How about that?
Let's go. Let's go.
And what about you do it by yourself?
Guys, how'd you cheat? You cheated.
Okay, Ringo, it's your turn.
Absolutely no cheating, guys. None. Janine said no cheating on December 31st, 2018 on some locked content.
Playing, Janine, so don't if you're not even playing.
If you do another way.
You can't say that.
AJ every day, they coming through with the best advice.
And what about you do it by yourself?
Guys, how'd you cheat? You cheated.
Okay, Ringo, it's your turn.
You're not
Just
even
did it.
playing, Janine, so don't if you're not even playing.
If you
and
do
don't
another
follow the
way.
rules, you can't say that.
Okay.
She
You hear the precision in that language? That's my man right there.
knows
King Jaden
G.
doing this thing to correct in the most harmonious way possible. Okay, so 2000.
He avoided the word complaint. He was like, yo, if I say the word complaint, that puts a certain energy out there. And I'm not trying to put that certain energy out there, so avoid the word complaint. That's some discipline. That's some linguistic discipline. Do you have linguistic discipline? Or are you just loose with it? Just loose with it. What do it mean to be loose with it? You know what I mean? Inconsiderate, some may say, in some ways, right? Are we perfect? No. But should that be the goal? Maybe. Not at the expense of ease, though.
2018, you up in here.
How much momentum have you built? And then that becomes the name of the game. Build momentum from the ground up, from the start, from scratch. You know what I mean? Find that itch and go after it solo. Or you can do it with company, and that's rainbows and hearts. If you're gonna do it solo, that's heart. That's rainbows. If you're gonna do it with company, that's hearts. You know what I mean? You wanna do it with company, find your company first, then go accomplish and achieve your mission. And then choose a mission that you both agree to. And it ain't about agreement to it, because ultimately it'll be a deep connection that'll move you in that direction. That'll be the call. The call that person gets, that when they're solo, is that same call that draws you forcibly. Not forcibly, really consciously. You know, like that word hail, like the breath that you take, that you inhale and exhale. And you ought to practice inhalation and exhalation in a rhythmic form. Now you practice it rhythmically, like deep breath. Exhale, that's right. Nah, I mean, it's just you and your breath when you close your eyes. And they say closing your eyes is the cousin of death. So what that means is just breath. Let me know if you grasp.
Okay. Oh, that's where we was at. Okay, looking up.
The young people call that litty lit. Litty lit. Uh-oh, look at that blue. That blue on blue. Yeah. Shout out to light blue. To call bright light. To call cyan.
Please get a moment of silence. A few 100,000 moments ago, a familiar body released its light. This is where it gets serious. Oh man, I'm rocking the blue, man. Alright. A few 100,000 moments ago, a familiar body released its light. The body was left to return from whence it came, and all that were touched by this body were left to rewrite their own memories of their experiences with bright light.
What that mean? That mean that once a person becomes a memory and they are no longer a physical manifestation, all you got left are memories. And memories then over time change and shift to the degree that you go back to them to check up on them. So when you go back and check up on your memories, you want to make sure that you are recalling it in a way that best suits you. Now what that means? That means that you rewrite the story of the memories that you got. That means that you create realities that may not be completely may not be predicated on truth. So and then swap truth and reality, and then you got the complete whole picture. So what that mean? That mean every time that you remember something, you remember it, you re-put it back together in the best way that you could recall. And not every time that you remember something, you recall it in the same way, shape, or form, and different emotions may be triggered in the process, which then are going to influence the influence, the vibe of the memory you're trying to recall. So when someone passes away, then people have to make a decision as to how they want to remember them. How do you want to remember them? And every time you remember them, every time you re-put them together, then you're creating this picture, this avatar that then becomes manifest. It solidifies physically in your brain. And then you share that story with children, which then causes them to solidify that avatar within their brain, and then we pass down those avatars from generation to generation. So what avatars are taking space? What avatars have been solidified into your brain? What avatar do you serve, or what avatar is in control of your actions and your thoughts? And they're not really your thoughts, they're the thoughts that you perceive.
Moment after moment, second after second, last breath after first. Memories fade, feelings become thoughts, all reset. From out of the void into form, from out of sound into light, from one spark, now flame. From the one, the warmth that is life. I am is I am. I am is I aim. Form focus.
What are you aiming at? Form focused at that which you aim. If you want to accomplish that which you seek to accomplish, or you seek to, or you want to realize that which you seek to realize. Seek or find. Save time, find jewels. That's the word in the street. You want to save time, you go find jewels. What's a jewel? Is a gem, is a thought, is a knowledge, is a bread. The bread of Bessie. The baby again. He put something in his mouth. We got to be more careful. Come on, man. What's happening here? What's happening here? Just like that, in a moment. You see how life could change in a moment? It's just like that. You got to be conscious of what's important. You know what I mean? That's what this story taught me. You know, it solidified it within my brain. Is it worth it? Is all these low vibration moments worth it when someone's gone? And when I say they're gone, I mean when they've transitioned, when they've lost their body, when they've given up the ghosts. You know what I mean? Like, is it worth it when they're not here and you're trying to remember them? Because then what are you remembering other than those ill moments? Is that what you want to continuously remember? Is the ill moments of the experiences that you had with that person that's now not here to create any new moments? So practice patience, practice compassion. Have the courage to be temperate, to be humble. Seek and aim for health, happiness, and access to all the best tools that help you express yourself.
Form conscious sense, form one life. Form the experiences you wish to become, memories. Form the feelings you wish to be remembered by. Form the relationships with those with whom you wish to share breath. If a familiar body has released their light, I wish the ease that comes with lights that shine bright. Aim to be the I am that is the warmth that is life. Holla if you hear me. Do you grasp? Do you comprehend?
I comprehend.
I'm just so grateful to be here in this moment, rocking this blue, you know what I mean? Giving attention to this particular expression. Reset, void, form. Form.
Is that not what life's about? It's about forming. From the moment you wake up, you forming. What you forming? What are you forming? Forming the best character. What's the best character to form? That one which leads, possibly. Yes, that one which leads to self. The self to where? The self to the journey of self-discovery. And where and how does one find that path to one? You follow the golden bricks. Or the gems or the jewels. That's what you find. And when you find them jewels, them gems, you use it so that you can go save time. And how do you save time? By buying it. Buy time. And how do you buy time? Get a crypto script and you'll find out. That's how you buy time. It's captured within a crypto script. Know what I mean? If you don't know, ask somebody or ask IU. IU V? You know anything about that? You know anything about that? Huh? You know anything about that? Look, I got a new chair. How you like that? That's what we can make it shorter for you.
Form focus, form conscious sense, form one life. Shout out bright light.
Shout out bright light. Shout out. Don't expect much for the next couple of minutes now, man. We just chilling.
That's real, you know. I'ma just not say much, but I'ma say some words. Creating disruptive experiences, creating bad moods, you know what I mean? Like disrupting the vibe, disturbing the flow. You know, it's not cool, man. Oh, hold up. Mami. Mami. ¿Me oye? ¿Cómo está?
Con mucho sueño porque no dormí, amanecí ayer.
Yo.
Estaba durmiendo ahorita y me desperté.
Okay. ¿Qué pasó, mami?
Como la gripe me está atacando porque está frío aquí.
¿Frío?
Está fresco, güey.
Okay. ¿Y cómo está?
¿Y cómo está?
Bien.
Lo mismo nosotros. Bien. Con sueño, viendo a Yuyu, sacando la lengua ahí. Yuyu, buscando mi chisme, Yuyu.
¿Estás despierto todavía? Ahí anda.
I got our own
Ahí anda.
No,
Me
shit.
estaba llamando.
Sí.
Que yo te llamé, güey.
Sí, así bien.
Nada.
Mañana tú no trabajas.
No, mañana descanso. Mañana y el domingo.
Yo me voy el lunes si Dios quiere.
¿Para dónde?
Mañana. En mi casa, yo estoy en la capital.
Todavía.
Fue antier que vine. Fui al médico ayer y hoy me tenía que ir y yo no me fui hoy.
Okay.
Me quedé un par de días por aquí.
¿Todo bien?
Hasta ahora sí.
Qué bueno. Le hace falta su casa. Le hace falta su casa.
No, hombre, ¿qué va?
¿Qué va?
Ya estoy sola y de aquí estoy acompañada.
Por lo menos, ¿verdad? Oh, usted me acaba de mandar mensaje también, ahí veo.
Sí.
Oh my God, aquí está chiquitico. Jacob. Come on, Jacob. You hear mamá? Come on. Debe estar durmiendo. No, Jacob, el más. Es Jacob, el más chiquitico. Like, come on, Jacob, come on. Say hi, mamá. Say hi, mamá. Jojo, look, it's mamá. Say hi.
Hello, Mama.
11. August 21st, Julian.
Say, what you doing? Come on, papa, come on. Jenny, gonna speak here.
Hola, mamita.
Hold it.
Hola, mamita.
Ese es Jaden.
Hola.
Hola.
Come here, baby.
Bien. Y ustedes. Y tú, Jaden. Mi bebé.
Y aquí está el más chiquito.
Este,
Love, that's mamá, that's grandma. We love
pero
grandma.
yo no los puedo ver ahora porque no está en cosa.
No, no está en
Si
cámara.
mañana me los pueden poner en el
Sí.
porque yo vengo, que voy a salir con el Rafael.
Okay. Okay.
Ay, sí. Y así no ustedes me ven.
Okay.
No veo.
Sí, temprano, ¿a qué hora usted se levanta?
No, yo me voy a levantar temprano, pero que voy a salir si no amanece lloviendo. Tengo que ir a comprar algunas cosas para llevar.
Okay.
Y apagar el teléfono también.
Okay. Pues entonces hablamos mañana, entonces.
Si Dios quiere.
Si Dios quiere. Se va mamá, se va mamá. Cecilia, aquí está el baby.
Love you.
Bye,
Mañana
mami.
hablamos por video para que nos veamos.
Okay.
I love you
Yo te vi
always.
con yo ahora. Te vi,
Sí, en el video que le mandé.
We love you always, mamá.
pero no me veían a mí.
No.
Believe it, we love you always.
Así hablamos mañana.
Okay, mami. Love you. Bye
Love
bye.
you too. I love you, everybody there.
Bye.
Bye.
Tune out. The Black Hair Party presented
Rewind.
the Real Talk Show. We talked a little bit about this, a little bit about that, and we hopped in that box and went back in time. Well, all the best to you and yours.
Good.
I will see you next time.
Next time.
Will I see you next time? I'll talk to you next time. Or till I talk to you later. Talk to you later. Oh, yeah, what you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
All right, to me out, JJ, daddy.
Oh, man, my little man want to do a little. You coming, IU? Come on, IU. I think IU want to do a
Talk about friendship,
guest appearance.
and purpose.
We'll catch him on the flip side.
X 36. Our special guest, Jacob IU. We will see you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye. Now.
Alrighty then. Hasta luego. Dos, cinco.
Tune out. The Black Hair Party has presented the Real Talk Show. We talk about friendship, love, and purpose. That was your host, JRX36, our special guest, Jacob IU. And we will see you next time on another Box in the Box. Or, take care now. Hasta luego, dos cinco.